Today's story is Disney Pixar Up, a Little Golden Book. This is the main character, right? And the little Boy Scout, and he's holding a balloon, and the balloons are just making this house fly into the sky. And right below them is a town and a city. I see an airplane, a little billboard, some birds. So they're way above the birds and the trees and the tallest building. All right, let's see what this story is about. This is the cover page. Oop. Can't open it. There we go. All right. Disney Pixar Up, a Golden Book, New York, adapted by Tennant Redbank, illustrated by John Paul Orpinas and Scott Tilley, designed by Stuart Smith. That's the title page. Carl Fredricksen lived alone in a little wooden house. He spent his days with his memories of his wife, Ellie. There's Carl Fredricksen sitting all alone in his chair. Looks like he's got a telephone. This is what they used to use. They would plug it into the wall, and this would ring, and it was the telephone they used to use. And now we have cell phones. And Ellie is right here in this picture, right? She's not there anymore. And there's Carl all by himself. But all around him, things were changing. People wanted Carl to leave his house so they could put up more buildings. So Carl came up with a plan. So there's Carl in his house and his white picket fence and the beautiful grass all around. And here are all the people doing construction and building up tall buildings. So they want to build a city, and they don't want his house there anymore. You see all these cars? People are trying to get rid of the house so they can build taller buildings. Hundreds of balloons lifted Carl's house into the air. He had tied the balloons to the house so that he could fly away. Up, up, up. Okay. So you see here they wanted to get rid of the house. So he came up with a plan to make the house fly with all these balloons. I wonder how many balloons it took to make that house fly. He's above the town. There's Carl right there. And it goes up, up, up. And there's the house. And there's the house flying away again. Carl steered the house south. He was heading for Paradise Falls in South America. His wife, Ellie, had always wanted to go there. So he's passing above the farm. Suddenly, Carl heard a sound. Knock, knock, knock. Carl opened the door. A boy named Russell was on the front porch. Like it or not, Carl had company for his trip. Oh no, he looks so frightened. They're way up in the air. Look at all of these badges he has on. He's a Boy Scout, an American flag. It looks like he's trying to earn another badge. There's one space right there. You see that? And there's Carl, surprised that there's a boy here with him. Oh, Russell was a junior wilderness explorer. Okay, not quite a Boy Scout, but a junior wilderness explorer. He had earned badges for fishing, camping, and many other things. So here he is fishing and putting the lobster into a fish tank. And camping, there he is trying to put up a tent. And looks like right here he's learning how to play a musical instrument. And now, he's got one more spot. In fact, he had earned every badge there was except for the assisting the elderly badge. So he wants to help someone older than him, much older than him, to earn this badge. So Russell held on tight. The house flew through a storm. It flew through fog, then crash. The house bumped on the ground, and Carl and Russell rolled off the front porch. So here it is, flying through a storm. You see the black clouds? And then it flew through fog. This is all fog. And then it crashed on the ground, and they rolled out. There's Carl and Russell. Now they're back on the ground. Carl barely managed to catch the house before it floated away. In the distance, Carl could see Paradise Falls. He and Russell would have to walk to the falls, pulling the house behind them with a long garden hose. I wonder how heavy that was. Look at them just pulling the house. Have you ever pulled something really heavy? That must have been super heavy. They must be very strong. On the way to the falls, Russell found weird tracks in the mud. They belonged to a bird, a strange, huge, colorful bird. Russell named the bird Kevin. Here's Kevin. It was bad enough that Carl had to put up with a junior wilderness explorer. He didn't need a huge bird, too. Scram, Carl said. Kevin followed them anyway. Oh, there's Kevin following them. Here is Carl's little cane with little tennis balls underneath. All right, and there's Russell. Looks like he's eating a chocolate bar. He got hungry. Kevin wasn't the only odd creature they met. Next, Carl and Russell found a dog. Hi there, said the dog. My name is Doug. Carl and Russell were shocked. The dog could talk. Do you see his little device right here, his little collar that helps him talk? Doug was on a mission to bring the bird to his master, but Carl promised Russell that he would protect Kevin. And as it turned out, Kevin was a mother. She had baby birds waiting for her at home. So Kevin is not a boy, it's a girl. It's a mama. Nothing was going the way Carl had planned. He now had a floating house, a talking dog, a junior wilderness explorer, and a huge bird. Whatever happened to being alone with just his house and his memories of Ellie? It's like he got a family, right? He's got the junior wilderness explorer, Russell. Looks like they might be sitting in front of a fire, keeping warm. You see the orange light telling us maybe there's a fire behind Carl, keeping him warm. And then there's Kevin, who's not a boy, but a girl, a mommy, sleeping. And then there is the talking dog, also sleeping. Bark, bark, bark. Look at all these dogs barking. The next morning, 3 fierce dogs burst from the bushes. They surrounded Carl, Russell, and Doug. Like Doug, the dogs had been sent on a mission to find the bird. Luckily, Kevin was hiding. The dogs took Carl and Russell to their master, Charles Muntz. Carl found out that Muntz had spent years trying to capture the bird. Oh, look at this. Bones of another type of bird that looks just like Kevin. Maybe he thought it was extinct or endangered. Look at his eyebrows. Oh, his eyebrows tell us that he is not a very nice man. He's got his eyebrows pointing down and he's smiling. He looks like a pretty mean guy. Look at all his books and his papers telling us he's been doing so much research and he's been collecting evidence of this bird. Carl remembered his promise to Russell. He had to protect Kevin and get her back to her babies. Doug helped them escape. There they go, riding on Kevin, trying to escape. But Muntz caught them. He took Carl's house and set it on fire. Oh no! That is so sad and so mean. Look at him. His eyebrows are still down and now he's frowning. That is just, he is not a good guy. In the end, Carl let Muntz take Kevin so he could save his house. He loved it too much to let it burn. Carl made it to Paradise Falls, but he felt lonely in his empty house. So, with Russell and Doug's help, Carl went back and rescued Kevin. So there's Kevin. There's the house flying. In the sky, there's Paradise Falls right here. Right? There's Doug, Russell, Carl. But this time, Carl could not save his house. It fell down, down, down. Look at it go, going down, 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 down. But that was okay. Carl might have lost his house, but he still had his memories of Ellie, and he also had friends. These are all his new friends. Oh, look at the babies, Kevin's babies. And now he has all these new friends. The end. Let's look at the back. All right, a little golden book. There are more than 200 timeless little golden books to share. Here are just a few of them. How many have you read? We have The Pokey Little Puppy. We read Ratatouille already. We have Toodle, Cars, The Saggy Baggy Elephant, Toy Story 3, Tawny Scrawny Lion, and WALL-E. We have these two. Actually, we have WALL-E, The Pokey Little Puppy, and Toodle. So maybe we can read one of those next, right? All right, that's it for today. Bye-bye.